Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice. This one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Middle. Tight down. There you go. Go. And we got Mike, number 55.
On second and 12, Rosen. That's blocked by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rosen will throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hey. Slam.
Ballage. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it with Balaj. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, alert, alert. Hey, alert, alert. Check. Greystone, travel.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Great 15, great 15.
On second down and 4. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Running with Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go. 280. Go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Sproles. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Howard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This one complete to Sproles.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Wrap. He's moving, boys, he's moving. March 50. Hey, quarter. 50's the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike's 50. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Switch. Check three.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
80. He's coming.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Catch made right side by Wilson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. They're able to locate Wilson. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Rosen now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Both sevens to Mike.
Wentz going to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let him know, let him know. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get ready.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Stills was 2nd on the team a year ago to the now-departed Danny Amendola in the receiving yards category. Hard to believe, 5th year now with Miami after his first couple of years with Drew Brees in New Orleans, and now hoping he can form a bond with Josh Rosen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, exit. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
So we got man. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they try the right side here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Deshaun Jackson.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sproles. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or you just hope?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 40. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing now is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.